Still rather chilly start to the morning. At least a lot of the low temperatures are kind of around where we should be for this time of year, but we do have a little bit in the way of some 20s out there, even with some feels like mostly into the teens, especially into those colder spots, especially into near areas of southeastern Mexico, where we are working with a little bit of some patchy fog out there this morning. It's not too bad out there right now, but it could get dense in some spots, so make sure you give yourself a little bit of extra time for that commute. I'm not expecting any fog formation, especially into near portions of the Permian Basin or the Big Country and Concha Valley. We are just going to need more of that heavy coat. But we got another round of freezing fog, though. Could be less than a quarter-mile visibility at times. I don't think it's going to be as worse as what we saw yesterday, but it could be still dense in some spots, creating a few slick spots out the door. So be sure to give yourself a little bit of extra time, but that should be able to lift up by the time we head around 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. 31 out into Midland this morning, 23 into Hobbs, 20 in Lakewood, feeling like 20 degrees this morning. We're around 30 out into Marfa, hitting around 31 in Brashaw and 36 into Cisco out the door. Radar is going to remain nice and clear. We're going to have plenty of sunshine to go around as we go in throughout much of our Wednesday. Highs remaining to those middle to upper 60s. We'll see some increasing clouds off into the west heading into around Thursday to ring up the new year. Highs are going to be relatively into the 40s by the midnight hour, going to be back into the 30s heading around into near tomorrow morning. Still going to be a bit of a cool start, but as the clouds come in, that'll help create a blanket in the atmosphere, at least for our western counties where they won't be as cold in the morning. We'll see those clouds increase west to east as we go throughout much of our Thursday, picking up on some breezier conditions thanks to a little bit of a pressure gradient from this area of low pressure and high pressure. We'll keep those breezier conditions as we head overnight into Friday, pushing into the afternoon hours for Friday. All of that is going to be ahead of a weak cold front as we head into late Friday into Saturday, where temperatures will just drop just a little bit. But here's what we're thinking when it comes to the winds on Thursday. Could be gusting around 35 miles per hour into the basin, 25 off into the Big Country, Concha Valley. But I think Friday possibly could be the breeziest day, 30 to 35 miles per hour, at least for those wind gust area wide, higher off into the west, upwards of 45 miles per hour. So heading into around New Year's Eve today, we'll be into the 60s with 70s as we head into New Year's Day, as well into Friday, where some of us could be flirting with the 80s. So we'll see a little bit of clouds today, but for the most part, we'll have mostly sunny skies to go around, hitting around 65 into Crane, 63 off into Midland, going around 66 into Abilene and San Angelo. We're going to bump it up near 10 degrees as we head into Thursday. Going to be back into those middle to near upper 70s as well into Friday. We'll see that weak cool front bring in some 60s and 70s for our Saturday, warming back up rather quickly as we head into the early portions of next week. We're going to talk 70s across the board. We'll have a few clouds though across the region, especially on Monday, but we're going with a high of 76 for Monday and Tuesday into early next week.